So we're now ready to enter the end world. I've got everything set up here except for the final eye of Ender. I have a bed down there which is ready for me to reappear in if I should die. The inventory I've got with me is relatively simple, a lot of cobble, some ladders and the final eye of Ender, and 4 turtles. I will not be using any of the weapons on at all. I should be doing everything using the turtle. I've already switched off the sound, so there is no sound here because it just gets in the way. So let's put that in and we'll jump into the portal. Okay, advancement is the end. We're facing west, if I can just show you. And we're in the centre of a platform which is actually embedded inside the island. So we're going to use a turtle to do everything. So let's place it in the centre of the platform here. The most direct route is to build a ladder from here up 149 blocks over the turtle's kind of resting place, drop a bucket of water there, and then trap the turtle and trap the dragon, and the turtle will kill it. But I wanted to show you the more conventional route first, so that we can do that in a moment. If I right click on here and choose the toolkit, if I go to the obsidian and end and go straight for build the dragon water trap, which would be my preference, it warns us that we must have already constructed a bridge or tunnel into the dragon island. So have I already done that? No. Okay, so I'll admit to that. So it's just a kind of a warning. So let's do that first of all. So we're going to construct a canal bridge walkway, covered path or tunnel. We don't need torches and anything. We know how this works, so we're just going to press enter. Corridor length 100, torch spacing 0, and does it seal off water or lava? No. And it's now asking for some stone, which I will not bother with. And that should now create a corridor. Right, so the turtle has took its corridor from the obsidian plate to the centre, so immediately above us would be the ender dragon. So the next step would be, in a more conventional way of doing things, would be to deactivate the end crystals on the towers. So we can actually do that starting here with the turtle in its current position. So if we go to the toolkit, then we go to the obsidian, nether and end, and this time we want to undermine the dragon towers, which is option 5. So what this is asking is you place the turtle facing west on x0, z0. So are we facing west? Yes, we are. And our coordinates, I'm currently standing on 1, 0 according to my mini map. If I walk backwards, I'm on 2, so that means the turtle is on 0, 0. So we can enter, and we want to put 84 cobblestone in, and that will then now start to undermine the dragon towers. The ways this works is that it will place down cobblestone to mark this kind of central corridor. Then when it reaches a pillar made out of obsidian, it will mark the centre of the obsidian with an end block. So we'll come back to that once it reaches that point. Right, so we've just come across the obsidian here. So it's going to bore through the obsidian column, and when it reaches the other side it will rotate, come back this way, and then calculate the width of the column. So it's now coming back this way. It'll then take a turn to the right, and once it reaches outside the obsidian, it'll know that it's met the edge of the column there. So it can now come back and place a piece of end stone in the centre, which is now done, and that will be used later on for us to place a turtle against in order to break the end crystals. So we'll deal with that shortly. That's going to now go down this way and approach the next tower. So we'll catch up with it once it has finished doing all of the towers. Now, while that turtle is doing its job with the towers, I'll demonstrate how we can break an end crystal using a different turtle. So we place this one up here using Miner 3 Toolkit, Obsidian, Nether and End, and this time we get to Deactivate Dragon Tower. It shows you where to put it against this end stone inside the tower, facing the end stone, and that will burrow up and break the end crystal. So what I'm going to do is to press enter to continue, and then we will quickly switch to spectator mode and follow this coming up. I'm hoping the dragon doesn't fly through the column and break the turtle while it's doing this, which is something that can happen. Remember, we're in spectator mode, so of course we're inside the column. I'll try and keep closer to the top, just to reduce the chances of that damage occurring. Looks promising. Yes, there we go. So the turtle has come up and destroyed the crystal and is now descending back down again, so that we can go and collect the turtle. So I've just been destroying the crystals on all of the towers with spare turtles. So far I haven't lost any. The one that was creating all the corridors has done its job. It finished back there on its starting point. I've broken it up and put it back in to the main corridor. So we will now finish and do the very last of the end crystals there. We'll go and destroy that one. We'll use Miner 03 for that, I think. So just to remind you of the procedure, so wherever you see an end block against the ceiling there, we can place the turtle toolkit. Then we want 4 and deactivate. So again, best to stand clear so that we don't attract the dragon's attention. Let's see if we can go back into spectator mode for that and catch it doing its job. So it comes up underneath the bedrock, moves out, goes up and blows up the crystal. Then heads back down again. So we've now destroyed all of the crystals. Let's just check. Yep, looks pretty good to me. So we're on to the final stage, which is to build the trap to get the dragon. So I shall return to the starting point, grab the last turtle now that it's done, and we'll get that sorted. So let me head east, I think it was. There we are, all ready to go. So while we're underground, I'll just show you the layout of all the tunnels that were made. So that's the starting point on the platform outside of the island, and then it's made holes in the towers here on the two sides. So there are 10 towers altogether. You can see the corridors joining them all together, giving us underground access to all of them, so keeping us completely safe, of course. Make sure that it is facing west, which it is, and that its coordinates are 100.49.0. So there we are. We can tell from our position that we're 101, so we know that that's at 100.49.0. Start the toolkit, and this time we're going to do 4, and this time build the dragon water trap. So we've got the warning, we must have already constructed a bridge tunnel. Yes, we have. We can press Y. It shows us now the plan. So we're facing west, we're in the middle of the platform, and let's just check that, middle of the platform, facing west, we're ready to go. Now it wants all the supplies. That's it. So it says press enter to start, 1 minute delay, run to the island centre across the bridge. You have already made the bridge. Yes, I have, so we'll press enter, starting in 60 seconds. So we shall discreetly leave. The reason for doing this is that we don't want the dragon to damage the turtle while it's building its ladder. So if we retreat back here somewhere, we can still see turtle ahead, so we'll know once it's started to work. There we go. So we're starting to build the ladder up now. It will very soon pop through the top of the island, so we'll see if we can catch it. Yep, there it comes. So this will build up to a height of 145 blocks. So we will catch it when it gets closer to the top. In the meantime, we can check on what the dragon is doing. At the moment, it's getting bored because it's got nowhere to recharge. As I say, we could have done this bit without destroying the crystals. We could have done it right from the start. So this is where it will keep sort of sitting on its perch. And that's how we can trap it, by pouring the water down from 150 blocks up. Okay, let's return to the right, here's the guardrail being built round, so that when you're in survival mode you can climb up and down the ladder without falling off. And it's now building this corridor, I suppose, 2 blocks high, so that the player can walk along it, but the Enderman can't spawn on it. That will go out to the coordinate 0, 0, so it's about 100 blocks to go. So we'll catch up with it again when it gets a bit closer. So once it's reached the final place, it will put a block of obsidian down, water on top of it, then come back and break. There's the obsidian, break that on top. It will now retreat down here, and it's started attack mode. Nothing will show at the moment until the dragon gets caught. So let's see if we can see what's happening with the water flow. And there's the dragon coming into view. So when the dragon tries to sit on its perch, once the water is down there, that will trap it and drag it up to the top there. So that's a perfectly centered water fountain. Hey, right, I think it's getting caught in the water now. Yeah, so we can rise up and follow it up. Doesn't look very happy. And once it reaches the top, the turtle's attack will start to have an effect, and we'll see the Ender Dragon health bar start to reduce, and we'll also see the pickaxe blade moving here. Yep, there we go. Right, so we will now come in so you can see the pickaxe on the turtle is doing all the damage. The water source will be destroyed by the dragon when it explodes. There it's gone. And there's the egg. Water source has gone. So what we can do with this is to go and collect the egg. So we'll control terminate the program. Forward 6. I think that's at the egg. I'll just try going forward again. Obstructed, so excavate direction 1, and we've got the dragon egg. The turtle probably, yeah, let's just make that go down 100 on its own. 140, I think we'll probably do it. So that's going on its way, and we can now, with our second bucket of water, create a drop down. What I'll do for safety's sake is I'll put it a little bit further away. There we go, so that we can head down without falling into the right, now we can go down. Must remember not to look at any of the Ender people. That's it. Right, should be safe to put the sound back on again. Nice, so we've got a good amount of XP there, so let's get the turtle back, so we'll make it go. There we go. We can either leave the water column where it is or go back up the stairs and retrieve it. It's kind of unimportant. But we've now managed to kill the Ender Dragon. There's a portal I see has appeared over that way, so that would probably be our next job, be to activate that, that portal. So